So here you can see load example project, as well as we have an option to drag and drop the image here. Right now I have one image, this one. I will drag it and drop it here. Now you can see it is opened on Fspy. We cannot see it properly, so you have an option called as dim image that you can uncheck. At that time it will be really clear, but as of now I will just check this one so that I can see the handles here. Now you can see one like we have red line as well as green line. So these lines indicate the dimension, x direction, so x axis, and this is y axis. At least two axes it should be there. So if you want to, you can add z axis also, the third vanishing point you can add, but at least two axes it should be there, x y or y z and x z, like that. So if you want to add z axis, then you can go here, and from third vanishing point, if you add that one, then you will get z axis as well. Now in my case, as it is a building and here I have all the reference for different axes, I can use 3. Now in order to understand where is x, y and z, I will go to Blender. Now if you see, this is the y axis and this is the x axis. Now same way I will take it on our Fspy. I will take this one as y axis and this one as x axis, and obviously z axis it will go top to bottom. Okay, now let me take this handle. So I set this is like on y axis, so I will match y axis according to this building. Okay, if you want to precisely set this point, then what you can do, you can click shift, then you can adjust it accordingly. Okay, at that time you will get some highlight so that you can clearly match it. So I will match here and I will match it to this line. Same way I will take one more y, so keeping more distance means you will get good result. That's why I'm keeping the distance little bit high. Okay, so I will keep it like this. So y direction, y axis is done. Now it's time to add the x axis. So x axis, obviously on this particular camera angle we will get to know this line, it indicates it is a y axis, sorry, x axis. Now let me take this one as reference, or this one as reference. Okay, then it's time to add z axis. Now you can see the z axis going down. That's why what I'm doing, I will select any of this. I can take y or x, I will make it minus. At that time z it will go up. I can take x minus also, any one. Okay, so let me keep minus x and y. If you are keeping both as the same sign, for example x and y, you can see the z axis is going down, so it should not happen on that way. Then it will be an issue if you are using the physics and all in Blender. That's why I'm keeping any one as minus. Okay, or if I am keeping minus y as positive and this one as negative, then also it is fine. Okay, and let me take z axis here. So it will go somewhere here. Okay, so basically you got the idea, right? Like you should give the lines which represents the axis on your image. Now you can take any lines. So this is the x, then you take from this side. If this is a y, then you take one more line, and this is a z. Z is always from top to bottom, right? That's why I'm taking z axis. Now this is fine, and if you want you can keep a box. Okay, and box where I will keep this point, particular point, as a origin for my Blender. So I will keep it somewhere here. I can keep anywhere. For example, if I'm keeping somewhere here, Then what I will do, I can save this file, save. Okay, now it is done. Now it's time to add this data to Blender. So how we can add that? Let me show.